Welcome to the May Blooms Acreage YouTube channel. Thank you for being here. Today's video is about setting up a broody hen for success with her chicks. First, you'll want to start with moving your broody to a nice isolated area where she can have complete privacy to settle on down to her eggs and begin the lockdown. Lockdown is day 18 in a 21-day cycle in which it takes to hatch an egg. So this mama has been sitting with the general population in a nest for about 17 days. And as lockdown approaches, I want her to be able to have a quiet place away from the rest of the flock so that she is not stressed in any way. You will note that she fully accepts the new space quite easily, but it does take her a little bit of time to get comfortable again. I set her up with food and water and nice clean bedding, quiet space. Babies have started to hatch. This is truthfully one of my favorite times on the farm, and that is welcoming new life. And it's my favorite thing to do with nature herself and using a broody hen. They know exactly what they're doing, and very often they make amazing mothers. One pro tip that I always like to add when you do have a broody hen is to make sure she is free of internal and external parasites by giving her a dose of ivermectin. One drop on the back of the neck will help protect her from any parasites that may bother her during her broody period. The last thing we want to do is burden a new chick with external parasites. So this is a nice way of making sure that that doesn't happen and there's no spread. I'm typically very hands-off with my broody hens, but this was a first-time broody, so I did want to make sure that she was comfortable as the first one started to hatch. Whenever you're approaching a broody mama, make sure that you acknowledge her first before reaching underneath her to grab her chicks. Make sure she is calm, accepting of your presence, and not bothered in any way. You can tell she's very accepting of me being there. I'm also not talking around her. I'm keeping my voice very quiet and hushed. I wouldn't want any loud or startling noises around her. She might then peck one of the babies or my hand mistakenly, and it just causes stress when it doesn't need to be. Again, I'm usually very hands-off with the broody, but I do want to check that everybody has hatched out well. No one has any visible injuries, deformities, or anything that I need to be aware of. They're not things that I'm expecting, but again, this is new life on the farm, so I want to make sure it's healthy. And she ended up hatching out 5 beautiful little chicks. All were healthy and well. I'm always so thankful for my broody mamas that raise out the next generation. I feel like I form a really close bond with them while they are in their broody stage. It's just something I have deep admiration for. So I was happy to share this video. I hope it helps in setting up your broodies in the springtime to come. Always remember that they like a quiet place away from the flock. They do not like to be bothered overly. Do not check on them more than you feel is absolutely necessary. Move them at the latest possible time before lockdown hits so that they are not isolated away from the flock longer than they need to be. Make sure they have fresh bedding, water, and food, and you will want to do a chick starter feed with that higher protein because broody is not laying, she does not lead a layer formulation, and she needs to make sure that she has all the energy she can with the little amount that she is eating, as she wasn't getting off of her eggs for 18 days, 21 days prior. So we want to support her with that high quality protein feed. And then also for the babies, it's their perfect starter feed. We do put all of our chicks out on grass within the first few days of hatching in a safe space, and that's what was shown at the beginning of this video, which is a private 4x4 secure and mobile protected chicken wired space. And that's where she gets to go during the day with her chicks. That way they're on grass, they're exposed to nature's biome, they're building up all those natural resistance, and we can look forward to healthy chicks in the future. At nighttime, when it's still a little cold, they go into the brooder.